Hello, this is Thrifti, and we're going to present Sprint 3. So, Thrifty's goal is to create a social media app that connects buyers to sellers on campus and facilitates convenient in person exchanges. Some questions to answer for this sprint. How can we keep the listing process as easy as possible for the sellers, yet provide enough information so that our buyers can make an informed decision? Our solution was to generate item labels for sellers using Google Vision API and only require an item price and bin selection to list items. We wanted to answer, how can we teach the concept of bins to users, as this feature is unique to our solution? Our solution was to develop two onboarding flows to teach to users and perform A/B testing in Maze. So here we have the main persona. You can see Sam is about to list something with Poshmark and then Facebook Marketplace, but he doesn't like either one because he has so many items and he feels weirded out by all the strangers. So he finds out on Thrifty you actually can, and he gets his transaction done.
The purpose of bins onboarding is to educate users on the value of using bins to buy and sell clothes. Users must immediately grasp the unique selling proposition and benefits of thrifty bins to prevent them from reverting to existing solutions such as Depop and Poshmark. The first bins onboarding prototype is a benefit-oriented instructional. The second bins onboarding flow is an instructional tutorial on how to create a bin.
To test these onboarding tutorials, we created Figma prototypes and gathered user data using Maze. What we found is that for the first tutorial, a lot of people felt it was the perfect length, while on the second one, some people thought it was too short, and other people had some issues with UI and thought it was too long, which explains why the second one, even though it was shorter, took longer on average for users to go through. And in the end, we've decided to stick with prototype 1, and the real sticking point is the fact that at the end of prototype 1, users felt they understood bins better, while after prototype 2, it being longer and users also felt like they were still unsure of what bins were by the end of it.
We also built a full stack application, which we'll walk through from the perspective of Jane. Jane goes on the sell page to browse her bins and list new items. She already has a bin for her shoes and clothes, so decides to create a new one for all her dorm items. After naming and saving this bin, it appears in her list. Next, Jane decides to create a new listing. She clicks on the camera, which allows her to choose a photo from her camera roll. Once this is uploaded, Thrifty auto-generates tags to describe her listing. After entering the price and selecting a bin from her current bins, she can move on to the next screen. Here, Jane can optionally add more information about her listing. Since she already likes the tags generated by Thrifty, she skips the description and selects the quality of her item. Clicking Done brings her back to the main sell page.
Overall, users were able to list items on Thrifty 3.5 times faster than it took the user to list the same item on Depop. Users found that the listing process on Thrifty was more user-friendly and easier to learn.
In comparison with Depop, one of our interviewers pointed out that she liked Thrifty's auto-generated tags more. Depop suggested 2 tags, while Thrifty suggests 7. Since there were more descriptive information, she felt like there was less she needed to add as a seller. Here's our business model canvas, which expands on the value proposition canvas we created in the last sprint.
So this sprint, we answered and improved the questions that users like the process of listing through bins. And next sprint, we want to iterate on this by finding out if users enjoy the process of shopping from bins, and if simplifying the process still lets them find the items they're looking for. And we also want to look at how we present the information to users, such as how we format our Explore page. In our next learning prototype plan, we plan to implement more of our features, such as the Explore and Request page, and also make use of our API-generated tags to implement a search feature.